The gentleman in the glasses that hates women, I want to know if he ever had a date.
Hold on.
Or if he's ever been with anybody.
I don't hate women. Now, I'm sure you have multiple blouses and multiple pairs of pants at home, but you chose these because they were your favorite. They were better than the others. That doesn't mean you hate the ones you didn't wear. I don't hate women. Men
What
are
does
just,
that have to do with having a date?
Men are better than women. Yes.
That's not my answer my question. And take those stupid glasses off.
I'm sure
Show us
Dr.
your
Phil
eyes.
can
Look
back
at
me
us
up on
directly and
that.
show us how you look.
Women line up to date guys like me, and you've had them all on your
I don't see
show.
any women lined up at all. I don't see any women lined up to you, and I would definitely be at the end of that line.
Well, if you hit the treadmill a little more, you'd be at the front.
City boy! City boy!
Don't tell me that one no flip. Listen.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Ugly girls. 3 reasons why I love dating y'all. I said ugly. Why you here? Fine ass bitch.
Women, you have got to stop dating ugly men. You've got to stop.
Gents, today, we're going to be talking about the dangers of dating unattractive women and using Justin as a case study. Justin, a 23-year-old man, has never interacted with a woman before. He has never been intimate with a lady. This isn't because he's a douchebag, rather he's just quite antisocial. Even though he has always fantasized about having a girlfriend who shares his interests, he has never bothered with women since he lacks the motivation to do so. Although he totally supports MGTOW, he is troubled by this because he has never genuinely been burned by a woman and her true character. He has realized that my opinion of MGTOW is based on casual observations of his friends, relationships, and online communities, which implies that his profound understanding of MGTOW is skewed and neatly supports his claim that he is a beta virgin. He feels that by passing judgment on women without giving them a chance, he is being unfair to both himself and any potential true good women out there. Do they even need to exist? He claims that if he doesn't attempt relationships and remains a virgin his entire life, he will regret it. To find out if the pen will burn him, he has decided to touch it. He claims that while he first tests the waters, he would utilize the red pill to protect himself from the relationship pitfalls. This prompts him to ask the question, can relationships with homely women succeed? Is it possible for a man who is perceived by the woman as being out of her league, or even an alpha male, to dominate her and her true nature? If she can't get a sense of exaggerated pride and self-worth from her appearance, since he is the only one who will genuinely show her love and admiration, would she act more like a faithful partner? Because she lacks the sex appeal that most women in our culture rely on to get power, will she make a safer partner? Considering he stays in a relationship like this and does not wed, does he need to keep an eye out for any other threats? How can he control a female or control her cunning? Can he use retaliation tactics? Or will it always be a losing cause? Justin claims that he likes a lot of women who have a homely appearance. He recently began exercising, and he anticipates improving to 6 out of 10 soon. If a 3 out of 10 female is nice and tidy, he can happily settle down with her after a few months. She may not be physically attractive, but Justin thinks that doesn't matter. He just wants to love her for who she is. Finally, he is experiencing a strong desire to fall in love and have an intimate relationship. Gents, according to Justin's description of himself, he seems to be a beta male who doesn't attract women. As a result, he will only be able to use undesirable or low-end women. That is unavoidable. However, getting in shape and enhancing his appearance might actually help him stand out to women. But Justin needs to be aware that when he falls in love, he'll turn into a hybrid of the red and blue pills, and his mind will be tearing itself apart. His unconscious psyche wants him to reproduce and have children. His logical mind wants to be free of the unattractive water buffalo he has connected himself to. Justin also inquired about the risks associated with his actions, and those include getting her pregnant, falling in love, going crazy, being falsely accused, losing his job as a result, and I could go on and on. The biggest one is to get her pregnant. Imagine having a child who is so unattractive that even a mortar would not be able to love him or her. That's what my true future would have been if I had chosen to stick with the one woman I briefly dated in my early 20s. But even with all of this said, if I were Justin, I would continue to explore the dating scene, because if I didn't, I would come to regret not trying it. The most absurd aspect of regret is that we regret things we haven't done, but we rarely regret the things we have actually done. such as spending 15 years of our lives on long-term relationships. Maybe a little, but I regret it far more that I didn't take advantage of all the attractive young women in my 20s who were showing me the signs when I was that age. Because I was too naive to see that those lovely women were truly interested in me. I regret not having sex with them. Justin also questioned me on how to control or restrain her manipulative tendencies if they start to emerge. A woman cannot be controlled. Risk management and damage control are your only options. That is going to appear. It is not a question of whether. When you first notice her wearing makeup, it becomes apparent. She has already influenced you through appearance. What defenses are available when you genuinely find a lady appealing? MGTOW is the defense that you seek. The greatest method to prevent saying or doing the wrong thing when it arises is to understand what's happening. An attractive gentleman used to think that he didn't need to worry about the lady moving on if he chose to date plus-sized, unattractive women. Nowadays, with the advent of dating apps like Tinder, it can be challenging to hang on to that woman or the plus-sized woman since so many men are interested in her belly rolls. Justin also said that not dealing would have been unjust to the possible decent and genuine ladies out there. I'll only say it once, gentlemen. Never let a lady believe that you are essentially dating her because she is less attractive or that you are just giving her a favor. Women constantly want to think that they are the more desirable partner. If you don't, they'll become depressed and hate you for it. They'll hate you for putting them in a position where you're the most valued man they could be with. And they'll essentially stick with you even though they don't really want to because they have no better options. Women are hypergamous by nature, so if you're the top dog within their grasp and you rub it in their face, both literally and figuratively, she's going to get incredibly irate and resent you for the rest of the relationship until you break up and the fury bursts. She will continue to feel resentment inside of her. Be ready to deal with the unattractive women. If a 6 out of 10 woman were in Justin's shoes, she could be seeking a man who's an 8 out of 10. As a man, I understand Justin's perspective. I completely get that he wants to be in a relationship that is stable and less demanding than the ones he observes around him. And with the unattractive woman, they'll probably stay that way for a while. There is no getting around the female nature. They are all similar. Don't believe the myth that a good one is out there, waiting to be discovered like an Easter egg in the bushes. Even if they are right, they are all rotten eggs. Anyway, that's all for today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It motivates me to create more content for you. See you next time. Cheers.